It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. We'll see the Charlotte Hornets defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers. They were blanked in this matchup a season ago. No wins in 3 tries. They'll try to improve on that dismal record here.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
We know whichever team makes the best adjustments on the fly will have the best chance of emerging victorious in this first meeting.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Nance is inside along with Love. Kyle Korver is out there, Sexton. And it's Young in at the small forward. The offensive rebound, Williams. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Williams has got the game going with his first points of the game for Charlotte. Sexton with it. He feeds it to Love. Two teams that can pour it on from beyond the arc. Great long-range shooters, Doris. Do you think the NBA's become too reliant, perhaps, upon the three?
Listen, I love teams that can pour on the points, right? We're all excited when the game is high-scoring. The one thing I would say, Kevin, is there are certain teams in the league whose best player is a back-to-the-basket center. And if that's the case, that player and that team should be able to flourish in their skill set. The San Antonio Spurs come to mind with LaMarcus Aldridge. So as much as we've opened up the perimeter game, I think it is equally important that the officials do a good job making sure back-to-the-basket centers can have their day in the sun as well.
Up again, rebounded by Korver. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Young in the corner. Offline with his 3. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Williams kicks to Walker. There's a screen by Williams. Shot clock at 6. Young against Batum. And another 3 for Charlotte. And here are the Cavaliers. 6-point game. Now, here's Sexton, guarded by Walker. Unloads from 13. And that misses badly. Air ball. To the inside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And he makes the first. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and you know, that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
Kemba Walker hits them both.
I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Nance a screen. Sexton the pass to Nance. Shot clock at 5. Looking to end the run. Cleveland the rebound. Second shot opportunity. Love with the bucket.
There is such a consistent aspect to what Kevin Love does. Reads the ball coming off the board as well as anyone in the NBA.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I got to talk to James Borrego a few minutes ago. The frustration was evident in his voice when I asked him about their record. He told me, well, we've been learning the hard way. Anything less than 100% effort will not get it done. I want our guys to recognize that and be hungrier than they've been. Is it talent? Is it effort? Well, they're still trying to figure it out. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Now Williams following the three-point attempt by Kevin Love. Here's Hernan Gomez. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Hernan Gomez has got his first basket of the night. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Rebounding requires boxing out, toughness, and energy. None of that was displayed.
And now a look at Kemba Walker. Some numbers on him. A very nice season for him last year. 16th in scoring, 19th in assists, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
Yeah, and like you said, one of the better scorers in the NBA last season, a tireless worker on the offensive end. He could be even better this season. Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
Sexton with it. Guarded by Walker, 14 feet away, and nothing but air on that one. Here's Wade, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Kyle Korver.
Well, even though he's in the final stages of his career, you know Dwayne Wade is still very competitive. This guy is a surefire Hall of Famer who understands how to win, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And just a shade over 70% from the line a season ago. That's an area I'm sure he wants to improve.
That free throw good from Wade. Well, early on, just watching certain veteran players, Doris, continuing to play at a high level after so many years.
And what you love is the great ones seem to adjust their games along the way, and not only adjust their games, but add dimensions, whether it's being able to go down into the low post position if you're a point guard, a 2-guard, or even a 3-man. But the other part of this, Kevin, is the off-the-court stuff. The better nutrition that these guys are being much smarter about. The strength and conditioning programs they're putting themselves through in the offseason. All of that raises the level in the NBA.
Now here's Love. He's coming off a 22-point game against Denver.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collected huge amounts of rebounds.
Here's Walker following the basket by Colin Sexton. It's a hand on it, and it's put back up and in by Wade. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
You know, Crafty just capitalizing there on the floater. Give Sexton room to shoot that shot, and he's going to take it.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
Walker with some nice D.
He does everything right except drain the shot.
The pass to Wade. Over Korver. Wade can't hit.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Wade after the Cavaliers pick up 3. And the rejection by Love.
Wow, terrific timing from Kevin Love to get the block, something he's worked hard to improve on.
Hornets leading by 7. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Guarded by Korver. Drains the three-pointer. Williams has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Walker. Lets it go from 11, and that one drops.
I'll tell you this, Kevin Love, with a defender draped all over him, doesn't even blink. Made jumper. Pretty stuff.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Marvin Williams. Lamb, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And Parker's subbed in for Kemba Walker. Then for the Cavaliers, Smith checked in for Young. Clarkson comes in for Kyle Korver. And George Hill's subbed in for Sexton.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
Here's Lamb. Zeller trying to free himself up. No good from Lamb.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Love with the screen on Batum. Smith kicks to Hill. Love with the screen on Parker. Hill using the pick. That shot misses. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
You know, a poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Right, there has to be some sort of consistent effort to generate quality shots. It seemed to me they thought they were going to come easily.
Parker passes to Batum. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep. I think Tyronn Lue as a coach, one of the best qualities he has is his ability to manage the stars. Boy, has he done a great job of blending talents in Cleveland.
Now here's Zeller, who's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City.
And he was aggressive in how he played on the defensive side of the floor, notching 3 steals on the game.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Look at them. They are really into it.
The other bench deflated because that was a rough sequence for the defense. They hated to give up those points, but did nothing to stop it.
And Doris for Ty Lue. He keeps the peace by keeping things fresh and new for his team.
Well, I like that last year he took the team to wine country in Napa in the middle of the season. Boy, that's a great way to bond as a team and break up the routine. Just one trick he's used to keep players at ease.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. Charlotte leading by 5. Takes it from 10. Lamb, good.
You know, that's what he wants more of. Up until now, the accuracy just hadn't been there.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Hill against Parker. Hill kicks to Clarkson. Off target from three-point range. Charlotte has gone 4 of 6 from long range here early on. Here's Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Batum against Smith. Pass to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
To the paint. It's stolen by Hill. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And it's Love missing.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And the basket by Kaminsky.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Clarkson kicks to Love. And stolen by Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here is Hill. Pass to Clarkson. Out to Smith to stop the run. Connects from three-point range. Smith's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Cavs. Parker outside. Passes it to Lamb. The dish to Kaminsky. Zeller, a screen on Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Here's Lamb. And that's an air ball. Not even close.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Nicholas Batum. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Osman's checked in. Charlotte leading by 10. Parker kicks to Zeller. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Zeller. Charlotte moving it around. Kaminsky with the ball. He's picked up by Nance. Kaminsky sets the pick for Kid Gilchrist, and Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Parker against Clarkson. Parker passes to Lamb. 5 to shoot. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
The one thing with Clarkson, sometimes he can get a little out of control. And he does a tremendous job creating offense and putting himself in a position to attack.
The Cavaliers shooting their first foul shots of the night here. Throw good. Clarkson.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Lamb. 1 second left. That one misses. And so it's Charlotte holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And playing at the center as opposed to his customary power forward position. Not Kevin Love's preference, but he accepts the role and the challenge.
The adjustment for me has just, having to play, dynamic fives, stretch fives, guarding that position, being in a lot more pick and rolls, being heavily involved on the offensive side in pick and rolls.
The league in general, GA, going smaller. Love finding himself more and more moving up to the 5.
Yeah, he can certainly rebound at that position, and his perimeter shooting at the 5 makes him a tough cover.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Well, you love the determination. It seems like every rebound is theirs for the taking. They are overwhelming the opposition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. Tony Parker is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3 slot. First free throw is good.
And what a career it's been for Tony Parker. 4 titles to his name, a finals MVP, 6-time All-Star. I mean, the accolades go on and on for what is truly one of the most impressive resumes you'll see in the NBA.
And Parker drops them both. And for Tony Parker, will certainly go down as one of the greatest Spurs ever to put on a San Antonio uniform.
No doubt about it, Kevin. And it's strange to see him in any other uniform than a San Antonio Spurs. And he made a move in the offseason. And, you know, here's what he brings to this team. A lot of experience, championship pedigree, and a guy that I think could maybe help get this Hornets team over the hump.
2 points. That one goes. And the Hornets lead by 10.
And Parker really did a phenomenal job feeding that ball to his teammate for the shot there. His playmaking ability is off the charts.
Now here's Love. Smith outside. No good with the triple.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
A shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. And the rejection by Love. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, with all the turmoil in the Cavs locker room last season, some wondered if head coach Tyronn Lue's job could be in jeopardy. Despite leading the team to its first championship in 2016, Lue, like a lot of coaches, finds that his future in the NBA is always subject to speculation. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thank you. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot,
gentlemen.
but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Cody Zeller.
Well, a big man who can shoot free throws is so critical to a team because you can't get too physical with him. You can run your offense through him late game. Kevin Love brings so much to the table.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Doris, for rookies, beyond skill, what attributes do you think they need to have an early shot at success?
Yeah, I think one of the things that you always wonder about, and one of the great players in history, Kevin Garnett, talks about the impact that other older players had on him. Sam first arrived in the league. They taught him the work habits necessary to succeed at a high level. So the first thing you'd have to have is commitment to work. And the second thing is the right temperament. An NBA season spans 82 games over 6 months. There will inevitably be ups and downs. And how do you weather both of those things, Kevin?
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Picked by Williams. Tipped away. Just 5 to shoot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Charlotte, they have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And Williams drops them both. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Sexton dishes to Love. Korver sets the screen for Love. Screen by Young. Now the pass to Sexton. Back to Love. Misses the 3.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Williams, a screen on Korver. Off the pick, Kid Gilchrist shoots. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. Off the left rim and out. Hornets leading by 12. Wade up top. 9-point game his last outing. There's Walker with the 3. Hands it from downtown. Walker's got 11.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between three-pointers and two-pointers tonight for Charlotte.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. He dishes it to Wade. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. 14 feet away. Here's Young. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Shooting two, gentlemen.
And the first one drops. Doris, when you talk about coaching, aside from wins and losses, how can you gauge if a coach is doing a good job?
Well, you make a great point, Kevin, because if an organization is in a rebuild situation, then winning is almost impossible because you're outgunned and outmanned every single night. So to evaluate those coaches, here are the things I would look at. One, are you maximizing the talent at your disposal? Are your player development skills at such a degree that you're seeing incremental improvement from the guys on your roster? And then ultimately, Kevin, are guys playing hard? Are they competitive every night? Even if the wins don't necessarily show in the box score and at the end of the, the regular season, the reality is, are you playing hard? Are you competitive?
And so it's Charlotte with it. The Cavaliers making the shot. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
And that one's good. Osman.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Picked by Williams. And Walker kicks to Hernan Gomez. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Walker. Over Sexton. They get the rebound. Tries again. And the rejection by Love. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Young to Sexton. Shoots over Walker. And that one hits back iron.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now here's Wade. 6 points for him. Over Young. Here's Hernan Gomez. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Kev, quick to the punch. Good anticipation by Willie, that time owning the offensive glass.
Screen by Young. Stolen by Walker. Pass to Williams. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And that's now 9 points for Williams.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Now, here is Young. 5 points in the game. Lets the three fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 8 points.
Well, he works to find the open space behind the arc, and it pays off with the three. Nice.
Walker dishes to Wade. They set the pick. Can't nail the jumper.
This has been one of those nights where he's really struggled. And the team hasn't, but he has.
Korver kicks to Sexton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Tuesday, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks coming into town. And then on Friday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
In that one against the Pistons, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Now here's Williams, and it's Kevin Love with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, boy, that's 2 on him now. And if he gets a third foul before halftime, his playing time is going to have to be limited for a bit.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Dwayne Wade. Hill, he's checked in for Cleveland. Walker's shot is off.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Hornets leading by 10. Down low, Kid Gilchrist, and Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
Korver against Kid Gilchrist. It's a pick by Love. Hill passes to Love. Shot clock at 5. Young. It's good on the putback.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
Now here's Walker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City.
And it wasn't only his scoring. The intensity on defense. He nabbed 3 steals that night. Well, look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Stolen by Walker. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Working on Love. Back to Williams. Over Young. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Love can't hit.
That's great use of size and length. Tough down low when guys are battling for that board. Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers went to their 4th straight finals last season. To me, nothing short of remarkable. They had to fight their way through an improving Eastern Conference. And the reality is the Warriors have more talent than everybody else, and that's why they win the NBA Finals. 3rd foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
And the Hornets making a change here. Lamb's checked in. Larry Nance is checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Kyle Korver. Batum against Smith. Over in the corner, Williams. The three-pointer, no good.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Walker. It's back to Hill. Clock at 6. Nance sets a screen for Smith, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You know, guys, Smith not just a three-point threat. Very capable of doing work in the mid-range.
They set the screen. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Charlotte no good that time either.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
Charlotte leading by 10. Unloads from 13. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Walker's got 13 points.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
For 3, Smith. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first, but he hasn't had one since.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Nance. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Boy, Larry Nance Jr. showed last season he can be a productive starter. He has always been efficient and complements a lot of different players.
Two.
That free throw, no good. Well, for Larry Nance Jr., so much of what he brings, Doris, to a lineup is energy.
Right, Kev. He's an igniter, right? That hustle and coming up with timely plays is what he is known for.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Hernan Gomez. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Williams. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Kemba Walker. And he sinks the second.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Zeller, a screen on Hill. Parker dishes to Lamb. Off the pick. That shot off the mark. So Cleveland will take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. The feed to Parker. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
And now let's get a look at the numbers for George Hill. Some last season stats for him. Last year averaged 10 points per game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, this is a guy who brings a solid skill set. Excellent ball handler, high level of playmaking, the perfect backup point.
Now here's Zeller. He's got 6. For Charlotte, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And Parker just so skilled at marching his way to the stripe. He just has an endless amount of cunning moves that consistently frustrate the opposition.
He doesn't get the second one. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, D.A., for sure. Thanks. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line.
And he finished last season right around 71% from the line, so not exactly his best percentage.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Clarkson. Sinks the three-pointer. Clarkson's got 8 points.
Well, listen, there's no one around him, and he says thank you very much. Wide open look at 3, as easy as that.
Picked by Zeller. Parker passes to Zeller, and looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
Now here's Nance. He's coming off a 16-point game against Denver.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Smith against Batum. 5 to shoot. Smith, no good. Here's Lamb. The three-pointer is right on target. He has 7, a dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. The Hornets on top, up by 16. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Kevin. How do you guys get back in this game after the first half?
Make shots. I mean, we're getting good ones. I don't know what it is. We had the day off. Should we get our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
We'll see how it goes. Thanks a lot, Kevin. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Please, a hand at home for them. Clapping for yourselves. Oh. Kemba Walker was the story in the first quarter. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and 2 rebounds. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They were not running an efficient offense. The shot selection has to improve. It's as simple as that. Too many guys are working as individuals, not as a team. They need to work as a unit, Ernie. Move the ball.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
Welcome back to Charlotte, the Duke Energy Center, the building in the foreground there. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
And how disruptive was he in that first half? I mean, creating havoc, causing turnovers, and really energizing his team.
Well, didn't you get the sense, Greg, that this entire team fed off his energy? His remarkable effort on the defensive end really triggered this group.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Nance is inside along with Love. Kyle Korver is out there with Sexton. And it's Young in at the small forward position. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way, and the shot is good. Walker's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Hornets.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Back to Nance. Got a piece of it. Williams with the steal. Hernangomez passes to Wade. No good. Shot missing. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Unloads from 13. Young's shot is off. Charlotte leading by 18. And it's Wade penetrating. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wade's got 8.
Well, this is perhaps the best weapon in Dwayne Wade's very varied arsenal. The feel in the paint, incredible.
And then slams it in.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And Walker kicks to Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Passes it to Love. The shot. Batum grabs the miss. Batum's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
Hernangomez passes to Wade. Outside, Walker. Off target from 3-point range. The Cavaliers trail by 21. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Young against Batum. He kicks it to Walker. They double him with Love. 4 on the shot clock. Great open look there. That's now 8 points for Batum.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
For Cleveland, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, you can't let this kind of run continue. Really need to go back to the basics.
No, exactly. I think it's impossible to let this momentum continue. Let's see what they can come up with in the timeout.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Nick Young. And we see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Love.
And this is a bit of a nightmare game for him thus far. Just nothing working, and it has to be affecting his confidence. He just doesn't look like the player he normally is out there, and you can see it in his body language after every missed shot. Boy, this is tough.
Here's Osman, defended by Batum. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help climb out of this hole.
For Cleveland, they have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
You know, even though Larry Nance doesn't handle it on every possession, you can expect him to be a factor on the defensive end and on the glass.
Now, here's Wade. He's got 8. Gomez kicks to Walker. No good on the triple.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the 2-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Here's Osman. Dishes to Sexton. From the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game, and that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Gomez kicks to Batum. The putback, and it's Osman with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 21. And Sexton has it in the corner. And another miss by Cleveland.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
A shot by Batum, no good. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's a pick by Love. Oh, Nance in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
The very definition of a high flyer, Larry Nance, my goodness.
And that unleashed chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Here's Wade. Rebounded by Korver. For Cleveland, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Sexton dishes to Love. Taken away by Williams. The drive by Wade. Charlotte again missing. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Inside. Nance, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
And so it's Cleveland with it, following the miss by Kemba Walker. Batum passes to Williams. Gomez. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Cavaliers shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor.
Well, don't you love that a big man like Kevin Love is so adept at sharing the basketball? This guy, you get the sense, takes great satisfaction from his passing.
Well, Greg, we know that Kevin Love is a great passer, but just how much more does that open up for his team?
I mean, his outlets get the team up and moving in terms of transition faster than probably anyone else could. Very hard to double Love with the ball, as his awareness and that passing that you mentioned immediately will find the open man. And Love's passing alone is probably worth about 10 extra points a game for his team.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller comes in for Williams. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Dwayne Wade.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Now here's Love. He's got 8. Here's Sexton. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Zeller.
And here we can check out the story on Nicholas Batum. Last season's performance for him averaged about 11 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it. I'll tell you, that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it. Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
And it's Walker that time on the assist from Jeremy Lamb. Lamb's got 3 assists now in this one. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's a pick by Love. It's tipped. Here's Osman, covered by Lamb. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Clarkson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Clarkson's got 10 points in the game.
Well, you can give them a steady diet of pick and roll, because if Jordan Clarkson gets downhill, it's trouble.
Feeds it to Lamb. Shoots from 12. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Osman's got 4 rebounds in this game. And here's Love from the arc. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. 11 points in the game.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Zeller setting the pick for Kidd-Gilchrist. The rebound by Nance. Nance has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Parker's checked in for Charlotte. And Cleveland also making a change. Hill's checked in. And Nance kicks to Smith. Clarkson passes to Love. Let's go. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
How about the assist coming off the deck? What a pretty bounce pass.
Hornets leading by 16. Stolen by Clarkson. Now Cleveland moving it up. Clarkson's running.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. Great showing for him last season. 12th in rebounding, 12th in free throw percentage, and he was also extremely dependable behind the three-point line, finishing the season among the top 20 in three-point percentage.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. He misses the free throw.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
Good on the second free throw. Hornets leading by 15. To the inside. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got 8. And with Clarkson as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high-volume, low-efficiency guy. Terrific on catch-and-shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year.
Outside, Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. They double him with Love. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Charlotte. And a wide open look for Zeller. That shot missing, and Cleveland will come the other way. Smith on the wing, covered by Lamb. And Nance now atop the key. Here's Clarkson, 6 on the shot clock, and they'll keep possession. Here's Hill. The Hornets pull it in. Kaminsky's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Zeller. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Young's checked in. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
You know, watching Kevin Love, he's really got a ton of tools at his disposal offensively. We know he can shoot it. We know he can post it, but his off-ball movement has also improved. Love has molded himself into a dynamic scorer.
And here is Lamb. George Hill getting it to go from deep. Here's Zeller, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Defensively, Kev, it's very hard to impact a shot from the mid-range when you're giving up that many inches as a defender.
Now here's Love. He's got 13. Here's Clarkson. Walker with some nice D.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Hill kicks to Smith. Screened by Young. From deep. And it's Smith missing. Hornets leading by 17. To the inside. Young with the steal. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And we'll get a look here at where the shots have been coming from for him.
Well, I think a big issue for him right now is his performance from the mid-range. Just nothing seems easy for him at the moment, and it's resulted in a lot of missed opportunities for himself and his team when he's taken that shot.
Charlotte's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Walker. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Lamb, good.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
The Cavaliers trail by 19. It's a pick by Love. To the middle. Over Zeller. Love can't hit. Well, the Hornets shooting 42% from the field here in the third. And Zeller kicks to Parker. A floater rejected by Young, and they get it back. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Batum with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Zeller. Foul on the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
That one misses for Zeller. The Cavaliers trail by 21. Deep two from Hill. They get the rebound. The shot will not fall. Batum against Smith. Parker passes to Lamb. Picked by Zeller. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll return shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Charlotte leading by 21. Williams is down low with Zeller. Parker out there with Jeremy Lamb. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And that one drops for him. The Cavaliers shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Love with the screen on Batum. The pass to Clarkson. It's a pick by Love. Back to Smith. There's the triple. Good on the triple.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Now here's Lamb. He's covered closely. Smith with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you, they've had to look elsewhere for their scoring, and they've gotten it. This guy has had very little impact on the game offensively.
Charlotte shooting 41% for the game. Hill against Parker. Kicks it to Williams. Here's Zeller. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Hornets lead by 20.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And Love gets it to go.
Kevin, I've always appreciated the unselfish nature of George Hill. He always has his eyes surveying the floor.
Zeller dishes to Lamb. Parker outside. Zeller, a screen on Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Young inside. He's guarded by Williams. Clarkson. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Williams gets the bucket.
Boy, look at how hard he pursues the basketball. Gets out of his area. Terrific work on the offensive glass.
Hill kicks to Clarkson. Screen by Smith. Inside. It's stolen by Lamb. There's Williams. Rebound collected by Clarkson. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And it's Smith missing.
Kicking himself on that one. That is the shot he wanted.
Well, that's usually money in the bank for that guy. Not sure how he missed that one.
Here's Young. No good off the back of the rim. Charlotte leading by 20. Inside and stolen by Love. Smith the pass to Clarkson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. You always hear coaches preaching consistency. Doris, what enables that kind of night in, night out reliability?
Well, I think a lot goes into it, and you can start with pride, Kevin. If you're putting in the kind of preparation necessary, then you're going to take a certain amount of pride in the things you do on a night-by-night basis. Things aren't always going to go your way, but it's not how you end the night. It's how do you respond in the middle of the game when things are going against you. Calls haven't gone your way, or perhaps there's a bad matchup. What's your response? So a lot of things go into consistency, and it's why we take special pride covering players who pride themselves on being available.
And one of the most admired things you have, too, as well.
Correct. Michael Jordan loved to play every night.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Hornets with possession here. Wade outside. They set the screen. And that one is good.
That's all you can do. Dwayne Wade is too experienced and too comfortable shooting over defenders.
Sexton kicks to Love. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That'll be his second foul of the game. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Here's Nance. Misses off the left iron.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
You know, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
You know, you have to be an absolutely tireless worker to rack up 20-plus boards.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here's what Cleveland's schedule is looking like. On Monday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And you know, for that Hornets matchup, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
That free throw good from Wade. You know, a lot of people have looked at the schedule of the NBA, Doris, and they think, you could eliminate back-to-backs of teams that face each other 4 times in a season, do a 2-game series in each city. It's kind of a baseball-type feel. Would you support that?
You know, it's an intriguing possibility to me, Kevin, because, one, it would cut down on travel, which obviously would make things a little bit better and easier for players. The travel schedule is taxing, particularly on back-to-backs. And so I don't know if there would be an opportunity for Adam Silver to maybe somehow run a test case. Would you be willing to put it in for a season, see how it fits in the overall context of the season? But it is an intriguing idea, and we are trying to improve the product no matter which way we go.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
And he can't bank that one in. The Cavaliers trail by 20. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Marvin Williams. When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level,
take a break,
and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3, because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice. And he's good on the second. Hornets leading by 19 points. Now Walker. Picked by Williams. Walker goes in, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Two shot.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Doris, for both charting game action and improving player health, the players now are being tracked by the player tracking devices or chips in their jersey during a game.
I love it, Kevin, because what it enables teams to do is measure the impact and the toll it can take on a player. For example, we now know that player X ran 5 miles on this particular night in this game action environment. And what that affords you is, okay, if you have a back-to-back situation, then you're going to be more careful with that player's minutes the next night. Or if it's an off day, Kevin, you can just say to that player, listen, unless we're doing a walkthrough, you're not involved. I want you off your feet and recovering. Anything that helps the competitive environment that these players are playing in, I'm all for it, Kev.
That was an excellent example. I like that. Floats one up, and it's Wade. That time on the assist from Batum. Batum's got his 6th assist on the night. For Cleveland, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Love the pass to Sexton. The shot's good.
You know, not bashful about positioning himself inside. Sexton knows he has what it takes to score from there.
Pass to Wade. It's stolen by Korver. Here's Sexton, and there's another one for the Cavaliers. Charlotte leading by 20. Outside, Walker. Pass to Batum. Doris, what is your solution to the controversy surrounding one and dones?
Kevin, I believe the one and dones will be a thing of the past, and I think it will happen shortly. And the reason that can now become a viable option is the G League holds the key. You can now allow players to enter into the minor league straight out of high school. If they raise the salary of those G League players, then it helps across the board.
Here's Hernan Gomez. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
Well, you've got to look at this guy's shooting as one of the main reasons they've been able to build this lead.
Nance a screen. Now, here's Sexton. Korver kicks to Osman. Clock at 6. It's a pick by Love. Goes up on the wing, and it's good off the back rim and in.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Second chance shot, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
To me, it's so obvious that Kyle Korver's teammates love playing with him. He's such a pro, a good-natured guy, and you can trust him to make tough shots and smart decisions. Love him. What I love about Kyle Korver is he consistently does what he does at an incredibly high level. You're talking about one of the great shooters of his generation, and he was a key part of their turnaround from the early struggles they experienced.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Doris Korver was as efficient as he's always been, but also seemed to hit some big shots for the team.
Well, Korver just fits in so well with what they try to do offensively. Even at his age, he keeps defenders honest from both the 2- and 3-point territories.
Nick Young's checked in for the Cavaliers. Both shots good from the stripe. In Doris, last summer, we saw the inaugural season of the NBA 2K League. Over half the league's franchises fielding teams It looks to be the start of something very special and very unique.
No doubt, Kevin. And the NBA has always been an organization at the forefront of embracing technology. And the reality is there is a huge market for this. The younger generation gets just as excited with how their virtual home team is doing in the standings. Big things on the horizon for the NBA 2K League, and you better not square up against me, Kev. You got no shot.
Okay. I've recorded that comment.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with it's infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, and he scored 40 that night. He's led them to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm
Take a break.
every night.
2 shots.
Free throw good, Sexton. And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
He doesn't get the second one. Charlotte leading by 21. Here's Wade. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy has already cracked double digits on the backboards.
You know, and a lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the carom.
Now, here's Sexton. After Dwayne Wade's miss, Love dishes to Young. Back to Love. Off target from three-point range.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
The kick out to Walker. Williams passes to Hernan Gomez. Walker dishes to Batum. Passes it to Wade. Shoots over Korver, and it's Wade. That time on the assist from Batum. 18 points for Dwayne Wade. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Timeout called, Cleveland.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Marvin Williams.
And I would point to his shooting percentage as the key reason he's our pick. And that sounds simple, but he hadn't tried to do too much. He hasn't tried to force his shots, just kind of waited and worked to get good looks. And in the end, he's found plenty of them.
Love the pass to Korver. He kicks it to Sexton. Love outside. Over to the wing. The tray. Walker with some nice D. And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy, that's a pretty penny.
Boy, he didn't get much separation, nor did he need it. He buries the three.
Sexton kicks to Young. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Hornets shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Now here's Walker. He's covered closely. Shot off the pick. That's good on the jump shot. Walker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, and the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
A great feed, and that assist gives him a triple-double. You gotta love that kind of player, able to get it done in just about every facet.
Now here's Walker. And the pass to Williams. Double team on Williams. It's stolen by Nance.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Charlotte.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important. Here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Kemba Walker.
Boy, what a security blanket this guy has been on the offensive end. He made sure they didn't suffer any cold spells. And anytime the offense started to get stagnant, they could get him the basketball, and he'd get them in the right position.
And the first one at the line is good. Doris, you think of all the highlight reel plays we get to see up close. We're so lucky. We feel the same way every time we sit courtside and watch one of these games. One of the most enjoyable parts about it, seeing the reactions of the guys on the bench.
They're just losing it, Kevin. They're falling down and they're bumping into each other, and then seeing the opposing bench trying to keep that poker face. They know they're not supposed to react, but sometimes the play is just so good you can't help it.
And we get out of our seats, don't we? I mean, just like the players do. We get out of our seats.
Oh, no doubt. I'll stand up, wave my hands in the air. Are you kidding?
Now, here is Young. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
Well, it looks like he's going to get the easy 2 points, but the defense recovers just in time to affect it.
Here's Monk. There's the screen. Outside, Walker. 5 on the clock. Over Hill. Walker's shot is off. Here's Osman. Nails the wide open jump shot. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Left side, Walker. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Dwayne, you really got on the glass tonight. How did that happen?
Yeah, Coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
Well, you helped him in a big way, Dwayne. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.